Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Liz Curls here. So today I'm going to be talking about veganism and me becoming vegan and all the other crap that goes along with it. I get so many questions on Instagram, so why not talk to you guys about it and address like certain things within being vegan with you guys. So I'll start kind of like with my personal story, talk about some benefits of going vegan and just like the process and how long it might take someone and possibly like why other people might go vegan. So let's get started. So for my personal journey, let's start with saying I've been vegan for probably almost like a year and a half now. And before that, I tried like vegetarian to ease into it. I was like pescatarian. In the beginning of all this, I didn't know my end goal was to be vegan. It was kind of like, oh, wow, this is like up there. Like I can do this. So I just chose to do it. So it wasn't just like overnight, I just turned vegan. And that's what a lot of people think. And I know some people that do that, but then there's a lot of people that like do that and then they struggle because they don't know how to like supplement things like to get beans for their protein or whatever the case may be. So that's that. So I personally, like, there's different reasons why everyone goes vegan, but for my personal journey and why I went vegan, I was like looking at like spiritual stuff, and then I kind of like stumbled across it and like raising vibrations. And you may or may not follow me on this, but just like how animals and when you eat them carry like a lower vibration, and then when you eat like whole foods, like plant-based foods, you can like raise your vibration. And where I was trying to go spiritually, eating animals wasn't taking me where I needed to be, if that makes any sense. But also I just didn't want those animals and animal products in my body. I was just trying to like cleanse myself, if that makes sense. And I was really like into gut, I still am into gut health, but those are the main reasons. It was like more spiritual and like more like cleansing myself, if that makes sense, why I originally went vegan. But now more into it, I realize, oh, it helps the environment. Oh, it like you're not killing animals. Like, oh, it helps like so many different like things like climate and just like everything. So I was like, oh, okay. So now I would say like it's more for the animals for me. Like I see them and I'm just like, I could never. Like I look at my dogs and I'm just like, I could never, So, but at first it was more spiritual stuff for me. So that's that. That's kind of my story. I'm going strong with it. I don't think I'll ever go back. I've not had any like temptations or like, I don't know. And honestly, everyone that's around me, like my friends, my best friends, anyone that's around me is like super supportive. Like I feel like a lot of people struggle because their family or friends will like make fun of them or completely not on board. And that's okay to step out of the box and do what you want to do. First of all, because by any means, my family is not vegan. A lot of my friends are not vegan. Like I don't think I have one single, I'm trying to think, vegan friend. All on social media, they're all vegan, but I don't know a single person that's vegan. So, but whenever me and my best friend go out to eat or something, she's like, oh yeah, let's go to this vegan restaurant. Or she'll even give me a suggestion on a vegan restaurant, like, hey, let's go to this one, it's all plant-based, and totally obsessed with it. So I think it's all about who you're around, because anyone that I'm around, they'll be like, oh yeah, and they'll have this, this, and this for you there, you know what I mean? So personally, I don't really struggle with it that much because everyone that's around me and my support system is very helpful. And I would say some benefits of going vegan is obviously you're helping the environment. Like I said, you're like cleansing yourself. You're not eating animals. You're not supporting the dairy industry or anything like that. You just feel so much better. I mean, I'm not going to go over every single benefit because there's obviously like too many to like even name, but I would just like search and kind of like go on your own journey of like, oh, why should I go vegan and why is veganism good, like all these things. But some people just are not interested, or I don't know, don't want to, and that's totally fine. This video is coming straight like love to love. Like there is no like I said, everyone around me is not vegan, so I don't feel any type of way towards them. Everyone has to go down their own journey, and some people may never like go vegan or experiment with like even being vegetarian, like, and that's totally fine. Like, that's how we are raised, and a lot of people like are not gonna see like beyond that. So, and that's totally fine. Some misconceptions that I face are like, oh my god, how do you get your protein? Like, I think that's one of the biggest myths, is that we need so much protein. Like, how am I gonna get these gains if I don't eat meat? Like, in the easiest way, one, I try to tell people that we don't need so much protein, and they're like, no, we need protein. I'm like, okay, programmed again, but that's fine. I'm not gonna argue. I don't really, if you don't see my Instagram, or if I don't tell you, people don't know that I'm vegan. I'm not out there about it. I don't try to like push it on anybody. I just kind of like, when I order with someone that doesn't know I'm vegan, I'll just be like, oh hey, I want like beans in my tacos instead of meat. Like, and they'll be like, why? I'll be like, oh, because I'm vegan. Like, it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, the biggest misconception is like the protein thing. And all I can say to that is, and what I tell people is, I'm like, okay, like for example, I'll be like, so what does your animal, let's say for example, like a cow, because I need a steak or whatever, what do they eat? And then they'll be like, grass. So I'll be like, so you're getting your protein like second source. Like, so your meat source is eating plants, therefore you're getting your protein through eating a dead animal, when you could just eat the plants what the animal's eating. And people are like, oh, I never thought of it like that. And I don't know, that's just the way I describe it to people. Other people are like, I don't know, who cares? But I mean, even the strongest animals like gorillas, elephants, all of them are plant-based, and obviously are not struggling with protein. All protein kind of like comes from plants, but that's a touchy subject. So I don't know, that I think that's the biggest misconception, like that we're gonna just like wither away, that we're like so skinny. Like, do I look skinny to you? Like, I am thick, I am thriving, you know? So yeah, that's that. And then the time frame of like going vegan, I mean, it's different for everybody. I mean, it didn't take me long. I think I saw like one documentary, and I was like, and at that time I was just pescatarian. I was like, okay, I'm ready for it. Like fish, I mean, I was like a diehard like sushi lover. And I was like, okay, I can get avocado rolls. I can still get asparagus rolls. Like, it's not going to be that much different. So I was ready to go. I saw this documentary and I was like, oh no, I can't be taking part of this. And then also I was like on my spiritual journey, and met someone that was just like, just go all in, just do it. If this is where you want to be spiritually, just go in and just do it. And so I was like super motivated, and I was like, I'm going in, like, and ever since then I've had no regrets. Every place I've been, restaurant, a person's house, like anybody I've been around has been like super accommodating. So I've personally not had any struggles or moments of weakness. Like, I've been good. But yeah, so, and I think the last thing I want to touch on a little bit is like, people like have this misconception that like vegans are like somewhat better than everyone else, and that's not the case at all. And also that like, I don't know like why automatically like I'll get hate like if I talk about it or something like that, but I feel like there are vegans out there that try to like push things on people and like try to let them see their point of view and like all these things. And I just want to say that like, not every vegan is like that. It's just, that's just a little part in my life. Like food and health and spiritual, like that's just like over here. And I don't want everyone to think that like, because they met one vegan that's like, you need to not eat meat, da 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 da, and like that's super like, whoa, to judge like every other vegan, because this video is like coming purely out of love and to understand that everyone is on their own journey of like discovery, like self-discovery, and like who they are. And sometimes that doesn't even like, food doesn't even register to that person of like who they are going to be. So it honestly, it's not that big of a deal. I just kind of wanted to share my story with you and like why I went vegan, and yeah. So if you have any questions, comment down below. You can follow me on Instagram at Liz Curls, and I kind of post a little bit about what I'm eating, or sometimes I'll do like a cute Q&A, and people can kind of just like ask me like questions, and I try to answer them to the best of my ability, whether it's about veganism or anything else. So yeah, so follow me. If you feel inclined, if you're clicking on this video because you're thinking about going vegan, I would say just do it. And then if you stumble or you feel like you need an animal product or something, just eat it and then bounce back. Like, you have to do what works for you. Like, it can't be a be all, like, you can't just follow someone else's diet and think it's going to work for you, because some person might need a little bit more carb if they're lifting weights, or some person, like a person that is not lifting, might just need like not as many carbs. It kind of all just depends on who you are, how much energy you need, like what you're doing on a daily basis, what feels best for your body. So it's not just like an end all be all, like with being vegan and switching. Like, it takes a little bit of like playing within your diet, like, oh, can I still have like pastas and things like this, and then like try to eat like more healthy throughout the week. It just takes some playing around. So I would just say, if you feel like you're ready, just do it. Find people on social media that like are doing what you want to do, or eating the type of food you want to eat, and just follow them. Just get supportive people around you. And that may be hard, but just try to find someone, even if it's on social media, because like I said, and I know quite a few people, and I still don't know anyone that's vegan in person. So, you know, but yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Just stay motivated and follow me on Instagram if you have any other questions, or comment down below. Thank you.